So I painted my baby. And if I send shots, all your head's done, your hands smoking good.
That ain't no motherfucking 22.
In the water, smoking like a rasta.
Oh no, that's that 223.
Cause niggas want the drama right till we have to pop out. Hit them with that motherfucking na. Trey songs gone for the summer. Nigga, and I'm dumping. Send a couple shots, know he runner. Keep a K loaded, call it blocker. My little baby chopper. And if I need to, sweep your block up. The modern day, you gotta add the mafia. We here to fuck the block up. Forgot our sons, yeah, you know they got us. All I need is moolah, do you know I gotta slide up? Hop the cops out, and all you hear is fuck the federal laws. No mercy for your papa, he crying for your mama. And you the type of motherfucker, tell him front your honor. And get your mans locked up, and get his ass turned out. If I see a pussy nigga, then I gotta turn his lights out. What's your name?
What is going on YouTube? It is your favorite pistol packing rapper, MDMA Sosa, aka Sosa Lee, the Pistol Geek. And we back with another video for you guys today, man. I did a video a while back, the top 6 firearms for women. So I felt like it was time to expand on that, but not just for women, but for maybe single mothers, single parents in general. Maybe you don't have $600, $700, $800 to spend on a firearm. Maybe you just want something for home defense. Maybe you just want something to defend yourself that you don't plan on going to the range that much, or you don't plan having to use this gun that much. So with that being said, today's video is going to be titled The Top 5 Handguns Under $500. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 5, we got pretty much all Gen 3 Glock models. Yes, that includes the 17, the 19, the 22, the 23, the 26, the 27, the 42, the 43, and the 43X. Can all be had from a range between $449 and $499. And depending on where you shop to get your firearms at, and if you are an online shopper like I am, you get rebates. You get 15% off offers. You get 20% off offers. So with that being said, you could be ready to have a Gen 3 or a 43X. So with that being said, that's why pretty much Generation 3 Glocks are on the list as number 5 for the top 5 guns under $500. Coming in at number 4. Listen, man, a lot of us are SIG guys, you know. I don't have any problems with SIG. My wife carries a SIG P365. I carried a SIG P226. A German model when we first got together. I carried that for probably about a year. There's nothing wrong with SIG Sauers. With that being said, at number 4, we got the SIG Sauer P320 compact or full size. Now, as you all know, military, law enforcement, hell, competition shooters, multiple different types of people like to call the SIG P320 mainly the X-Carry or the X-Carry Legion or some variant of that, but the base model, the regular one, you know what I mean, regular hand trigger, everything like that. But for the SIG P320, you can actually get them for $488, $489 for the compact and the full size model. If you are a if you are a leaner body type such as myself, I would recommend that you probably get the compact version. It still holds 15 rounds and compatibility with RMR sights. Now, only downside to using a SIG P320 with an RMR sight is unless you get an aftermarket slide, you're going to lose your rear sight. You're going to lose the rear sight. You will only be able to have the red dot on the back and not the rear sight. So it would just be red dot and front sight to co-witness. But with that being said, great firearms. They are modular, so if you do so happen to get the full-size frame, you can just as easily go online and find a compact frame or a customized frame with stippling and such from a multitude of different companies that will not cost that much, because the grip module was just a piece of plastic, and the fire control unit is interchangeable through these frames. So all you have to do is remove the fire control unit, pop it back in, and as simple as removing your takedown lever and putting it back in, you switched your capacity and the size of your firearm. So definitely for a first-time buyer, that's probably a good option. The trigger may be something that you may not like, just depends, but they offer carry kits. So I mean, any way you want to slice it, it's a good option all the way around. So check out the SIG P320 compact and or full size. Like I said, they're gonna be half for around $488.99, guys. All right, coming in at number 3. Now, I had one of these like 2018, 2019. It was a while ago, man. And at the time, I really just wanted really big guns. I was into big guns. And this firearm, needless to say, did not end up staying in my circle of firearms that I normally keep around, man. Not to say that this is not a good firearm just for me at the time, which I'm actually going to buy another one. That's how I know how good of a firearm it is. But at the time, I just was kind of outlandish, really wanted a big firearm. Like, if I would have had the money for a Desert Eagle, then I probably would have bought a Desert Eagle and would have carried it with no problem. But with that being said, man, coming in at number 3, we got the Canik TP9 Elite. The small little stubby guy. Hey, they offer multiple models, and the model that I'm personally going to get is the one that you can put your red dot sight, whether it be Vortex Venom, Vortex Viper, Holisson, Trijicon. It will work on this platform with an addition to a plate. Now, with that being said, unlike the SIG P320 compact and full size, you do get to keep your rear sight with this setup. It also comes with Warren tactical dovetail sights straight out of the box. Now, they're not night sights, but for those of you that complain about polymer and plastic sights and everything, these are made out of steel, so you really have nothing to complain about. Trigger is incredible, probably some of the best triggers that you are going to find in the sub 500 category, like below 500 category, and they last, man. They just run, they work. So with that being said, that's why you have to put it at number 3. Now, these are relatively kind of different than a lot of other firearms, because with Caniks, you don't really so much pay for the model itself, at least in my opinion. You don't really pay for the model itself so much, you pay for the color of the model itself. So with that being said, if you just wanted the straight black version, just straight black, no color slide, no nothing like that, it's only gonna run you around $409. But as you change colors, like I believe they have the white version, I think. I'm not sure if it's still in stock, but I believe I've seen a white version, a tungsten gray version, a doodle brown version. You know what I mean? They actually do have one of those, and the price is kind of teeter from $409 to $439. And then you got your FFL, shipping and taxes and all that. So but that still gets us up under the $500 mark, right? So with that being said, for number 3, you gotta have the Canik TP9 SC Elite. Though, remember I said Elite. Remember that I said Elite model, though, because if you just get the SC model, the one that's around 300 and something odd bucks, you do not have the ability to add an RMR. Now, Maybe you don't want to add an RMR. Maybe you do. But I would rather buy the elite version. That way, once I get proficient with that firearm, if I wanted to have an RMR or I wanted to buy an RMR, I could, because I would have the option. Moving right along. Number 2. Coming in at number 2, man, we got the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. The original and the 2.0. If you can find the original, because a lot of places, you can probably find these pre-owned, and they'll be around the upper $300 mark. You know what I mean? Around $350, $360, $370-ish. Some 2.0s, not the brand new 2.0s, but some 2.0s you can readily find at your local pawn shops, at your local gun stores. And I went around, this last week and everything, man, and I've seen a abundance of them. Between the M&P Shield, the compact, and the full size, whether they may be law enforcement trade-ins or not, these are readily accessible everywhere. Magazine compatibility is incredible. You get either 12, 15, or 17 rounds in between the compact and full size and everything. And then the Shield, you get 7 rounds of 9mm. You get, depends on what caliber you get. So with that being said, if you wanted something simple, very simple, minimalistic, you know what I mean? Very minimalistic, because it doesn't even have a Picatinny rail for you to be able to add lights, lasers, and such. They do sell lights and lasers. I believe the only one that can fit on there is the TLR6. Maybe a Laser Max. Some models like that. But with that being said, how many people actually know where to get a holster for those? So with that being said, we're going to leave that out of there. So these can be readily had between $420 and $499, man. It really just depends on what model you looking for, what caliber you looking for, and what you want with it. Because some of them come with night sights, some of them come with extended, this and that. It really just depends on what setup you want, what you're looking for, and if what your price range is between $409 and $499. Come on, man. We gotta do the honorable mention. Yes, it's honorable mention time. And with the honorable mentions, most of these firearms, these 3 firearms that I'm about to mention, one of them I only have experience with actually one of them. And that would be the Springfield XDS in 9mm and 40 caliber. Yes, both of those I have experience with. I told you I'm a Springfield guy. I build Glocks, but I'm a Springfield guy. You know what I mean, man? So with that being said, with the honorable mentions, man, Springfield XDS in 9, 40, or 45 can easily, readily be had for $406.99 to $429.99, depending on where you shop at, and depending on if you want to get the one that's optics ready. All right, moving right along, the Ruger Max 9, just the regular Max 9. If you watched my top 6 video last time, these were actually mentioned in my last video. That's why they're honorable mentions for this video. The Max Pro, surprisingly, the optics ready version is only $20 more. Optics ready, out the box. And we gonna move past them honorable mentions, man. You already know.
If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about?
If you ain't first, you last. You heard what Ricky Bobby said. Coming in at number 1 is actually a firearm that I bought my mother, man, a few years ago, because she told me that she was getting ready to move. So I was like, hey mom, I'm going to buy you a gun and gift it to you for your birthday. And I ended up buying her a Beretta APX Centurion. Now, The APX Centurion is the 15-round magazine-fed version of the Beretta APX full size, which has a probably like, I believe, a 4.3-inch barrel. Full size holds around 17 rounds. The Centurion holds about 15, and they also have a APX carry version, the A1, which is pretty, like, probably the smallest of the ones that you're gonna find, and I believe it holds around 6 rounds, and all of these can be easily had for. It does not matter what type of frames. It doesn't matter what type of frame size that you're looking for. Beretta APX has it. They have the very small slim line one that is a single stack. They have the mid size that is the Centurion, you know, the APX Centurion, and then they have the very full size, almost Glock 17 like Beretta APX. So with that being said, if you like this video, guys, I need y'all to like, share, sub to the channel, turn on those post notifications. Hey, listen, I got a brand new song dropping next month, March 25th. It's called Rage. Sick of these niggas. All streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, you already know it. And if you like my music, if you like my videos, I need you to go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Socially the Pistol Geek for all your gun related content, and to keep up on the progress of all the new builds and everything that I'm talking about right now, right? And then if you guys like my music, I need you to go ahead and follow me at Socially Ray on Instagram. That's where all my music content is, and that's where you're gonna hear the latest on the songs that I'm dropping, music videos, collabs, different things like that. And as always, guys, I love you. Family first, amendment second. Peace.
And if I send shots, all your head's done, your hands smoking good, I'm
that ain't no motherfucking
Put it down in the wood, smoking like a roster.
Oh no, that's that 223.
Cause niggas want the drama right till we have to pop out. Hit them with that motherfucking na-na-na-na. Trey songs gone for the summer. Nigga, and I'm dumping. Send a couple shots, know he runner. Keep a K low, they call it blocker. My little baby chopper. And if I need to, sweep your block up. The modern day, you gotta add the mafia. We here to fuck the block up. Forgot our sons, yeah, you know they got us. All I need is moolah, do you know I gotta slide up. Hop out, do a fucking pop out. Niggas talking reckless, so we had to bring the Glocks out. But nigga called the cops out, and all you hear is fuck the federal laws. No mercy for your papa, he crying for your mama. And you the type of motherfucker, tell him front your honor. And get your mans locked up, and get his ass turned out. If I see a pussy nigga, then I gotta turn his lights out.